Greetings to everybody. Welcome to another Q&A meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. If you have any question, please send them in one at a time. Please be precise and brief. If this is your first time to join us, please let us know where you come from. Please also let me know if the audio and the video is working all right. I will start reading your comment. Nopon, Suchart, Sadhu, Sadhu, Chu Chin. Good afternoon and my respect to Tan Ajahn. Good to see you again. I am from Malaysia. Thank you. Fanny Ong, good morning, Tan Ajahn. Happy to see Tan Ajahn. Happy to see you too. Kenneth Hunt, good morning, Tan Ajahn. You are clear. Thank you. Kim H. Chua, Wat Wasana, greetings to Tan Ajahn and all in Dhamma. Greetings to you. I saying greetings, Ajahn and everyone. May all be well and happy. Audio and video are good. Thank you. Fanny Ong, video and audio clear. Thank you. Guat Mien Lo, greetings, Tan Ajahn. Greetings to you. Kwan Patum Napa, Sadhu. Give call, Sadhu. Tan Mui Ki, blessed morning, Ajahn. I'm from Penang. Thank you. No question yet so far, just to say hello and to report that the audio and video are working okay. Walai Pon Virun Sadhu, Hennaha Sadhu, Sawante Sadhu, Anandati Sadhu. Question from Posim, Malaysia. Ajahn, what to contemplate and how to contemplate the Dhamma and the Citta? You contemplate that everything is impermanent. Everything is subjected to change or disappear. So you don't become attached to anything. Let go of everything. Just know them for what they are. Everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta. Nandapat Prab Suwom. Namaskaran with my respect from Ubon Ratchathani, Tan Ajahn. Thank you. Bruce Lee Alam Saya. Namaskaran Ajahn. Audio and video are good. Thank you. Okay. There are about 30 people now watching live together from various parts of the world, from Malaysia, from Indonesia, from Thailand, from Switzerland. Go Ching Chuan. Good afternoon, Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. Big Yen So, greetings, Son Ajahn. May Ajahn be well and healthy. Thank you. Catherine Seal. Rajan, how to overcome aversion to meditation from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. By keeping doing it. Do it even though you don't like doing it. This is something you have to force yourself to do. Because your defilement is the one that keeps producing the aversion. And you want to get rid of your defilement. So one way to do it is to force yourself to do the meditation. Set up a schedule for meditation. And when the time comes, just keep doing it. And before meditating, you have to keep developing mindfulness all the time. Keep reciting mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, or keep watching your body movement, your body activity all day long. Then when the time for you to meditate, you just have to sit down and meditate. Focus on your breathing or on the mantra. It's like taking bitter medicine. We don't like bitter medicine, but we know the medicine is good for us. So we have to force ourselves to take the medicine. Meditation is the bitter medicine for the mind. If you can take the bitter medicine, eventually the mind will be cured from restlessness, agitation, and all types of suffering. Helen Yip. Dear Ajahn, when we are calm and want to switch to Vipassana, how do we switch? Actually, you don't switch when you meditate. You want to maintain calm for as long as possible first. Wait until you come out of meditation before you can start Vipassana. Vipassana is to study the nature of things as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. Everything that we are involved with are all anicca, dukkha, anatta. And we want to give them up, relinquish them, don't attach to them, don't cling to them, because they will have to be gone one day, sooner or later. And if you're not attached, you're ready to let go anytime, then you will have no dukkha. Do we create scenario in mind ourselves and then look at the scenario from the perspective of anicca, dukkha, anatta? Yes, you can set up the scenario like what would you do when your body becomes sick? What would you do when your body becomes incapacitated? Or what will you do if you lose lots of money, lose the ones you love, such as anything like this, and then see how you will react to this situation. But you have to do this after you come out of meditation. When you meditate, you want to stay for as long as possible in meditation. to maintain calm for the mind. So then when you have to face the unbearable things, you can remain calm and not be affected. If you don't have enough calm, when you have to face the unwanted, then you will become sad, hurt, or suffer. Penny on Thanajan in the Noble Eightfold Path, how to understand about right understanding and right thought. Right understanding is to understand the teaching of the Buddha, that the Four Noble Truths, the three characteristics of existence, for instance, or the law of karma. If you understand this thing, it means you have right understanding. And when you have right understanding, you think with right thought. You think that everything is impermanent, so I cannot cling to anything. I cannot hold on to anything. One day everything will be gone, so I must relinquish my attachment to all things. Let things come and go, and I shall not crave for anything, because craving can create dukkha for me, for instance. Is the right understanding and right thought. Kenneth Tan Kiบอก greetings Ajahn. May you be well and happy. Thank you. Chonburi MTR, Satu Satu. Nandapat Pram Suwong. Mayท่านอาจารย์ kindly explain more about Sankakun. The quality of the Sangha is the one who practice good practice. Supatipanno is good practice. Yaya patipanno, practicing straight according to the teaching of the Buddha, or straight for the eradication of dukkha, straight to the path, really. One who practice following the path strictly is called Yaya Patipanno. Uju Patipanno. Samiji Patipanno is to practice for the eradication of suffering or dukkha. And Samiji Patipanno means practice correctly. Not wrongly, but correctly. Liberty Lee, good day Thanajan. Good day to you. Sulan Uy, dear Ajahn, thank you for spending time with us. You mentioned that fully practice means practicing 100% of our waking time. Does it mean if someone sleep a lot and have less hours of awake time and practice it's easier? Satu. No, it means you don't practice 100%. You should not sleep more than 4 to 5 hours a day. That's the maximum amount of sleeping you should have. The rest 19 hours or 20 hours should be for practice all the time. It doesn't mean when you sleep more and it means that you don't have to practice as more because you spend your time sleeping. It means you're not practicing enough. You should only sleep for about 4 to 5 hours a day maximum. Then you will have about 19 to 20 hours for practice. And you have to practice this 19 or 20 hours, not doing anything else, but practice mindfulness, meditation, and vipassana. Tan Mui Ki. Ajahn, during meditation, do we need to do reflection to realize the Dhamma? Satu. Meditation and reflection are two separate practices. You don't do them at the same time. You meditate to calm your mind. to create equanimity for your mind. And in order to have lots of equanimity, you have to remain in meditation for a long period of time. You don't do any reflection when you meditate. You reflect when you come out of meditation. You reflect on the three characteristic nature of everything, so that you understand that everything comes and goes. Everything is not under your control. Everything is natural phenomena. So you have to let go. Do not wish to acquire them or to possess them, because you cannot. If you do, you'll get dukkha when they disappear from you. Okay, Sadhu, Sadhu. Bruce Lee Alam Saya. Dear Ajahn, may people know a bit of cardinal offense? What is sankapet? Does this include an action such as creating an order of mixture and lineage, like ordained in Theravada and then ordained in the Mahayana? Then create his own order with his own name and rules, but label this as Buddhism. Thank you very much for your explanation. I'm sorry, and it's okay if this matter is considerably controversial and less beneficial. Actually, I don't think anything about this thing. For me, just to meditate, to practice, and to get rid of the dukkha within myself. That's all I really care about. The rest, I just don't pay much attention to. So I don't really know much about this thing. All I know is about Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. EOSC, Sadhu, Sadhu. Eli Hassan, good day, Tanajan. Video and audio clear, thank you. Liberty B, Tanajan. Is there a less painful meditation posture for elders? Not too comfortable to fall asleep, Sadhu. Sitting is really the most comfortable posture for everybody. If you cannot sit cross-legged, you can sit on a chair instead. But in Buddhism, to gain something, you have to go through pain. No pain, no gain. Okay, so this is what you have to invest in. You have to invest in pain in order to gain the result from practice. If you're afraid of pain, then it will be impossible for you to advance in Buddhist practices. Utai Tipo, Sadhu, Sadhu. Ayi. Good afternoon, Tanaja, Namasakara. Good afternoon to you. Siriyani Udom Silapa, Sadhu, Sadhu. Adeline Chin, good afternoon, Tanajan. Good afternoon to you. Mandala Shi, Om Namastu, Namostu. Namastu. Thank you. Ayi, Tanajan. Question number 1. Sorry if this question sounds stupid. When we meditate before going to bed and the mind starts to calm down, after a while suddenly the mind says that it is past midnight and we should sleep. If this might happens, what should we do? Keep meditating or choose going to bed? It depends on what time you want to go to bed. You have to sleep sometime. At least you should sleep about 4 or 5 hours. Then you should get up and do more meditation. You cannot go without sleep. Maybe for some time, but not all the time. So when it's time for you to go to sleep, just go to sleep. And don't meditate before you go to sleep. Try to meditate during some other time. So you would have no excuse to stop meditating. When it's time for you to go to sleep, just go to sleep, don't meditate. After you wake up, then you can start meditating. Enilam Satu Satu Fendi Omท่านอาจารย์ when we face a trouble in life we realize I realize it's a karma but sometimes people advise to chanting some parita then the parita can give us a better life but my understanding from listening toท่านอาจารย์about chanting mantra is to calm our mind and have wisdom with the Dhamma. So what is coming, let it be and let it go. Is it right,ท่านอาจารย์ Yes, they are anatta. The consequences of your karma is anatta. You cannot control them. They come when they want to come and they go when they want to go. And the only way to deal with them is to stay calm. Catherine Shield, Ajahn, the quantity of time I put into meditation and mindfulness practice is quite a lot, but I find the quality of my practice is very poor. Can Ajahn advise how to improve the quality? By paying more attention to your mindfulness. Focus more on what your body is doing. Keep doing it or keep reciting the mantra. And if you want to really increase your quality of practice, you might have to go to a quiet place like a monastery and practice for a few days at a time. This will increase a lot of quality. If you just keep practicing where you are, then you will not be able to increase the quality of your practice. That's why people sometimes have to stop working temporarily, take a break from work, and then go concentrate on your practice in a quiet environment like a monastery. I.e., question number 2, I have always heard that we are protected by our own karma. When we are in trouble and we try to accept that this is the result of our own bad karma. There was a friend, he taught me a lot about doing merit in a Buddhist way. Seeing my condition, he told me that we should also pray to the devas. We do practice meditation, but we are not experts, so we don't have the ability to protect ourselves. The Deva can help us. So don't stick with our own options. Please, Ajahn, give me the right direction. No, Devas cannot help you. If they help you, they will help you. If they don't help you, they don't help you. So this is not something you can pray for. Some Deva might like to protect you. Some Deva might not do it for you. So it depends on how good you are. The more compassionate, the more loving kindness you have, then the more likely that the Deva will protect you. So if you want the Deva to protect you, you should practice lots of loving kindness. Because one of the consequences of loving kindness, the practice of loving kindness is you will be loved by the Devas and you will be protected by the Devas. But you cannot beg them, pray to them to protect you. You have to have loving kindness, lots of loving kindness. Then they will want to protect you. Pramsa, Namaskaran Tan Ajahn, Sadhu. One Vimon, Sadhu. Namaskaran, Sadhu. Liberty Lee, Tan Ajahn. Is man-made economic disasters considered karma vipaka? Yes, it's made by man. Man is the citta. So the citta create all sorts of things in this world by their action through the body. May Ajahn be well and healthy from handybox. Thank you. Chamin Metta. Namo Buddhayaท่านอาจารย์ Thank you and Sadhu for ท่านอาจารย์ teachings. You are welcome. Adeline Chin. Dear ท่านอาจารย์ can you please explain the 31 planes of existence? Why in meditation, if we are in jhana and feeling calm or sometimes having difficulty in pain while meditating or bad dreams, etc., can this be like similar to the planes of existence? I really cannot explain all the detail of the 31 plane. I just know the three principal planes of existence: the world of sensual pleasure, the world of form, rupa, and the world of the formless. And they are divided into subsection, into 31 different levels of existence. But these are the three principal realms of existence: the world of sensual desire or pleasure, the world of rupa jhana, and the world of arupa jhana. Alvin Lee, good morning,ท่านอาจารย์ Thank you for your Dhamma teaching. Sadhu, sadhu. I.e. question number 3. I am not a sensitive person to supernatural beings. I can sense the existence of supernatural beings. So when some friends say that there are supernatural beings who are trying to mischief or want to harm me, I can feel what this supernatural being is doing to me. And I'm just saying we are in different realms, so neither of us should interfere with each other. If I wrong you, I'm sorry. Just that, and I don't think any further. Did I do something wrong about that? Does my insensitivity mean that it is the result of my bad karma? No, it just means that you're not reacting, that's all. And that's the best way to deal with everything, is to remain non-reactive. Let things come and go of themselves, by themselves. We don't have to do anything. And should anything attack us, then just let it be, because there's nothing we can prevent it from happening anyway. This way you will protect your mind from being suffered. If you remain calm, then your mind will not suffer, will not be hurt. Even though your body might be hurt, but that's something that you cannot protect anyway, your body. But you can protect your mind. And that's what we do. We protect our mind by remaining calm and not reacting to anything. Just merely knowing. Let things come and go. Let things happen. It happens and then it will cease eventually. Sulan Ui, dear Ajahn, does human realm refers to beings with human mind and intellect, or does it refers to human species? I don't see any difference, human mind and intellect. We're talking about with human body, human species, human realm. Could it be that a being with human mind and intellect but looks different from human species can be considered part of human realm? What makes human mind and intellect special? Sadhu. What makes human is that the level of the good and bad karma are equal in their mind. So they are considered to be in the human realm. So each realm are considered by the amount of good or bad karma. If you have more good karma than bad karma, then you will be in the Deva realm. If you have more bad karma than good karma, then you will be in the animal or lower realm. If you have equal amount of good and bad karma, then you will be in the human realm. This is how we measure the different realms of existence. Supat Barua, Pante, Mandami, Satu Satu. Thank you. If some of my answer is not satisfactory, I'm sorry, because I have to confess to you that I don't know everything. So I just try to answer it to the best of my ability. Maybe it's not satisfactory. I am sorry. I wish I could do. I wish I can say more, answer more. But sometimes you can only know so much. You only know so much, and you cannot answer everything. Besides, I think lots of these questions are not necessary really. You should be more concerned about how to get rid of your dukkha. That's the main problem. That's our real problem. It's dukkha. We want to get rid of dukkha. How to get rid of dukkha. That's all you need to know. Don't worry about all the other peripheral knowledge or information. They are not essential in the practice of eradicating the suffering from the mind. So that's why if you ask me anything outside of how to get rid of suffering, you will find that I cannot tell you much, because I don't think they are important or essential. What's important or essential is how to get rid of your dukkha. That's all. That's it. That's important. N.G. Chung Tiem. Good afternoon, Bante. Good afternoon to you. Liberty Lee, Thanajan. If an auditor has discovered a series of financial fraud, but is too afraid to reveal the truth to the public because his life is threatened, what should he do about it, please? No fun in this dirty world, Sadhu. Well, if you're not forced to reveal, then you don't have to reveal. If you are forced to reveal, then you have to reveal. That's the way it is in this world. If you don't want to be forced to reveal, then you have to remove yourself from that situation. Like if you are an employee and you have to reveal, if you find you cannot do it, then you have to quit the job, quit the work, get a new job. I.E., thank you so much, Ajahn, for the explanation. You're welcome. Mickey KF, LKF, or Mikey, I'm not sure which, Mikey or Mickey. Good afternoon, Thanajan. Good afternoon to you. The world we live in is a world of dukkha. So it's better to get out of this world by practice meditation and vipassana. Then you will not have to return and be reborn in this world again. Sulanui, thank you, Ajahn, for your sharing advice. It is clear and point us to the right direction. Sadhu, sadhu. You're welcome. Yeah. Just get our mind out of this world by practicing sila, morality, and meditation, vipassana, and don't be reborn, because every time you are reborn in this world, you run into a lot of trouble, and it's not worth reborning. It's better not to be reborn. We can still exist without our human body. You can be much happier without a human body. Joanne Lim Chui In, Sadhu Sadhu, Joe agree. Pauline Soon, how to practice to get rid of, not return. Stop all of your cravings. Don't crave for anything like sight, sound, smell, taste, tactile objects. Don't crave for being and don't crave for not being. Then you will not return to this world again. Healthy age. How does one relate to the bliss body, energy body, in relation with meditation? You don't need to relate, or just to know it is for what it is. When you meditate, you want your mind to become calm. You not worry too much about your body. Let the body be. The body can be strong or can be weak, doesn't matter. As long as the mind is calm and peaceful, that's the most important thing. Catherine Seal, Ajahn, I only started practicing meditation and mindfulness in my early 60s after reading Ajahns My Way book. I feel I am slow in my progress and it's frustrating for me sometimes. Can Ajahn advise how not to give up practice when faced with adversities? You just have to tell yourself that if you give up, then you will not be able to move forward. So if you're faced with adversities, maybe you can just slow down a bit or just stop temporarily and let the adversity pass before you can restart and continue on with your practice. Sometimes you find that it's impossible to practice, then you can take a brief break, wait for the adversities to pass, then you can start your practice again. But don't give up entirely. You can take breaks from time to time to re-energize yourself, regenerate mindfulness. Keep reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. That's all you need to do. It's not that difficult, isn't it, to recite Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Just keep reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto when you are faced with adversities. And then eventually the adversity will disappear. Then you can move on, continue on with your practice. Nabiti Namaskar Ajahn. Thank you. Claudia Schreiner. Good morning from Germany, Ajahn. Thank you for your teaching. You're welcome. Haven't seen you or heard from you for a while. I hope you're well. C.G. Lin. Good afternoon, Ajahn. Thank you. And may Ajahn stay well and healthy. You're welcome. Thank you. Pasana Chunasevi. Good morning, Venerable Ajahn. I've just come back from Udon Thani, feeling calm and happy inside. Thank you very much. I hope you stay like that all the time. Stay calm all the time and happy all the time. That's the purpose of practicing, to keep your mind peaceful, calm, and happy all the time. Corinne Kaur, good afternoon, Ajahn. Sadhu, sadhu. Good afternoon to you. Pauline soon, can we use the common sense wisdom to stop defilement? You can use anything you want as long as you can stop them. If you're angry and if you can find any kind of method that will stop your anger without hurting yourself or anybody, then you can do it. So you just have to devise the method yourself. This is something that you have to use common sense to do it. When I'm angry, what should I do? The way is to walk away from the thing that caused you anger. So when you're not face to face with the thing that caused you anger, then your anger will subside. Or you can recite the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto, for instance. This is something you have to learn as you go along in your practice. You have to devise the right method for yourself. Sulanui, dear Ajahn, do we lessen our attachment to people whom we care about by giving our best, treating them with generosity and loving kindness, so we have no regrets and move on. The way to lessen our attachment is to see them as being impermanent, that sooner or later they will be gone from us, or sooner or later they can do things that we don't expect them to do to us. So if we expect things like this to happen, so when it happens, we will have no regret and we can move on. Contemplate on impermanence, on the nature of the people that you are dealing with. So you don't expect anything from them. So whatever they do will not hurt you, because this is the way things are. Impermanent is unexpected. You cannot be certain what people will do to you. So you just have to expect anything and accept anything. When you can do that, then you will have no regrets and you can move on. Don't always expect good things from people, because sometimes people can give you bad things. So you have to expect anything and accept anything. Then nothing can hurt you when things happen to you. Okay, let me take a drink. Pauline soon, how to practice no self by thinking yourself as being the four elements, that you are just the earth element, water element, wind element, and fire element. There are no self in these elements. So think of your body like this. Think that they are just the four elements. There is no self in this body. And there is no self in the mind either. The mind is just a knowing element. Kathleen Shield, Ajahn, how can someone overcome guilty conscience that can make one depressed, feeling that they are not good enough? If you are guilty, you have guilty conscience, then maybe you should do something like punish yourself, but not physically punishing your body. Punish yourself by punish your defilement, such as stop some kind of cravings. If you want to go shopping, then you say, I want to punish my defilement, so I will not go shopping if I have any guilty conscience. Then this way, eventually, it will stop you from doing things that will cause you to have guilty conscience. When you do something and it creates guilty conscience, then you should punish your defilement, your craving, by restricting your defilement, restricting your cravings, not to do what your craving asks you to do, like watching a movie, having a special meal or something like that. Fast for one meal to punish your defilement. Then your guilty conscience will disappear, because you will feel good that you have punished your defilement, which is the cause of your guilty conscience. It's your defilement that causes you to do things that will make you feel guilty. So you have to punish your defilement every time you have guilty conscience. Sue Lanui, thank you, Ajahn. May you be well and healthy, Sadhu. You're welcome. Tae Seng Hin, good afternoon, Ajahn. Can you explain about rites and rituals and how they can be an impediment to our practice. Thank you, Ajahn. Like, like, like doing Hong Jui, in Chinese they like to go to see a, a teacher about Hong Jui. This is considered to be rites and rituals. Where to put your house, in which direction your house should face. These are all rites and rituals. They don't do anything to get rid of your dukkha. The Buddha said, believe in the law of karma. That's all you need to believe in. The rest are all considered to be rites and rituals. Some people change their name. This is also considered to be rites and rituals. They think that if they change their name, their life will be better, for instance. Or sometimes people believe that they should change their hairstyle to make their life better. This is not. This is considered to be rites and rituals. So the Buddha said, if you are good or bad karma, that will make your life good or not good. If you want to have a good life, do good karma. Avoid doing bad karma. Pauline soon, can Ajahn explain the cause and condition happening? Well, cause and results. Every result is being caused by a cause. Like if you go steal some money, then you can get caught and be put in jail. This is cause and condition happening. If you don't want to be in jail, then you don't go stealing some people's money. It's your action that will create consequences. If you don't do any action, then there will be no consequences. Adi aha satu. Helen Yip is smoke puja considered ritual, Ajahn? I'm not sure what you mean. This is my first time to hear about smoke puja. I'm sorry, I cannot answer this question. Carmen CH, good afternoon, Ajahn. May you be well and healthy always. Thank you. Te Seng Hin, Ajahn, further to my question above, is chanting sutra every day considered rites or ritual? Thank you. Now, chanting is a way of developing mindfulness or concentration. When you chant, you have to concentrate on your chant. Then you will have mindfulness from doing this chanting. Chanting is part of meditation practice, not ritual or rite. It can make your mind become calmer, more peaceful and happy. Catherine Wynne, Satu Satu. Pauline Soon, Buddhism teaches in good virtue, is it will bringing good merit. Yes, good virtue is the way to is good karma. Like not steal, not kill. This is considered to be good virtue, and it will bring you good karma because then you will not be killed by others. You will not be caught and put in jail, for instance. I noticed today the video looks much clearer than before. I'm not sure why. I didn't do anything to my camera, but something seems to be working okay today. The picture of the video looks very clear today. And I think probably the sound, the audio as well. Kathleen Seal, Prajan, in terms of improving mindfulness practice, is it okay to do it at home, as it's not easy to go to a monastery or temple? Yes, if you can be alone and not be disturbed by other people, then your mindfulness can be have better quality. You will be more mindful, and your mindfulness will be continuous. So to practice mindfulness effectively, you need to be alone. Doesn't matter whether you're at home or in the monastery, you want to be alone. That's the important thing. Shelly Stino, Sadhu, my Kalyana Namita, thank you. The peace coming from mindfulness is the real and only happiness. Yes, it's the true happiness from mindfulness, because it comes from within yourself, and you can always keep it. As long as you can maintain mindfulness, you will always have this type of happiness, always. Nobody can take it away from you. Charmaine Mehta, good afternoon and Sukhiho toท่านอาจารย์. Thank you very much, ท่านอาจารย์, for Ajahn insightful teaching. Sadhu, sadhu. You're welcome. Closing soon. Short life, a person is caused by karma, partially. There are many other factors that can cause you to have short life. Like if you're taking drugs, or if you drink alcohol and smoking, then your life can be shortened. So there are many factors that can cause you to have short life, not just only karma alone. Karma can contribute, your bad karma can contribute to your short life also. Tae Sing Hin, Ajahn, thank you so much for your clarification. It cleared up a lot of my doubts. You are welcome. Rusli Alam Saya. Yes, dear Ajahn, today's video is very clear and sharp. Thank you. Patarapan Bosuk, Sadhu, Sadhu. How is Leo? Enilam, Sadhu, Sadhu. Okay, we have about 5 more minutes left for this meeting. So if you have any question, you can still send them in now. I hope this meeting can help you clarify some of your doubt or misunderstanding. Some of your questions I might not be able to answer fully or completely. That's because I don't know everything. So I can only tell you what I know. Enilam Sadhu Sadhu. Sulan Uy, dear Ajahn, recently I was speaking to a family member and friend to calm the member down. But it seems like what I say only makes the person angrier as her voice gets louder. I'm not sure what to do at that moment. Instead, I felt anxious and the mind just goes, what should I do or say next to help her, which is dukkha too. On the hindsight, when I'm clueless on what to do, what is the skillful thing to do or right thought to go on to. just to stop doing everything. Stop saying what you were saying. And it was possible, just go away from that situation. That's the best thing. If you find that what you say can be harmful or make things worse, then it's better just to stop talking altogether. Ama Ayukui, dear Tanajan, can you please explain what Vimamsa is and how to develop this in particular? Thank you, Ajahn from Australia. Vimamsa. I'm not sure either. I'm not an expert on Pali words. So I think maybe you should ask Google instead. You might get a better answer from Google. Just Google the word Vimamsa. CG Lim Satu Satu. Carmen CH. I have questions. How to overcome panic attack resulting from past trauma, phobia incident. The mind will trigger the incident every day and physical symptoms, e.g. fast heartbeat and trembling of anxiety will appear. The mind is stubborn and can't remove the phobia. You should use mindfulness by reciting a mantra, Bhutto, 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 or do some chanting. Keep doing the mantra or chanting until the phobia stops. Just keep reciting the mantra when you are in a trauma. Tasting hint, Ajahn, do we need to have at least the first jhana before attending to become a Sotapanna? Thank you. You actually need the fourth jhana. So if you have the first jhana, you will eventually get to the fourth jhana. So you have to keep concentrating on your meditation object when you meditate. Don't be distracted by anything. Then your mind will eventually reach the fourth jhana, and your mind will have equanimity, which will strengthen your mind to resist your defilement. Tony Yip Satu, Anuma Kelboa Satu, falling soon. Before start meditation, sitting with concentration, the breathing normally. What should we do? You should keep watching your body movement all the time. Watch what your body is doing, walking, standing, sitting, eating, or doing anything. Just keep focusing on your body all the time. Falling soon. Kathleen Shiel, thank you, Ajahn, for clarifying my doubts. Liberty Lee Tanajan, is there a major conflict in between Theravada and Mahayana? Not really. We just practice our way and they practice their way. That's all. We understand each other's difference and we do not consider it to be a conflict. It's just a matter of interpretation of the Buddha's teaching. Thank you so much, Ajahn, for your teaching. May Ajahn always be well and healthy. From Fanny Ong. Christine Lim, thank you, Ajahn. Have a good day. Te Seng Hin, Ajahn, thank you so much for answering all my questions. Thank you for all your guidance and teaching. Do take care and stay healthy, Ajahn. You're welcome. Okay, folks. I think that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you for your participation. I hope this meeting can help you, can benefit you, and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all again at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.